Welcome back, guys. I wasn't going to do another video like straight up because I've only got rested today, and then I've got to do 5 12-hour shifts, and then I've only got 3 days off, and then during that time me and my brother are going to go to Queensland and pick up a XA Falcon Ute. So yeah, that'll be good. Me and him can take turns of driving. It just makes it better, get it done quicker, get it home. He needs it for rust repair sections for his XA Fairmont hardtop. So yeah, I won't get much time to really put solid time in the shed here to share stuff with you. So I'll see what I can do now. So I've got this I've got to clean up from yesterday, electrical stuff. I've got about as far as I can go with it electrically. It's probably some little things I can do, but I think I'll just wrap up, clean up, document what I need to buy, what I need to do to the car to continue with the electronics. One being that fuse box, the doors, the door switches. Then yeah, just do that. Then I'm going to find out what I'm going to do next. So yeah, see what I've got to do. Trying to get good access to the steering column without squatting down heaps to have a look at where that mounts up to the firewall. But as I thought would happen, this arm's coming off the hoist completely in the road. I thought I might be able to squeeze through there, but no, too tight. I'm onto this steering column. In one of my previous videos I told you about how I'm having problems with it, trying to get it to line up, and people pointed out that I forgot to put the wedge, this particular wedge. I didn't know what it was for. So yeah, I thought today I'll have a go at trying to sort it out, and I thought I filmed what I previously done, but I explained to you now. I've just resolved the issue, but I explained to you the problem. The problem I had is you put the steering column in, and it's just when you try to bolt it up from the bottom up, so you got this sort of, I'll show you here in the manual. You got that section here, the mounting bracket, that there bolts up underneath the column and sort of holds it up. The problem I'm having is if you go right down to this end, the bottom end, you got this bracket here that wraps around this end, and then you bolt that to the firewall. The problem I'm having, there's about 1 inch gap between this and the firewall, and I looked where this bracket here, where the bolts were, you could see where the contact marks, where this thing here, the marks left from that on this bracket where it was before, but I can't close this gap up. It's like, what the hell's going on? So I've been trying to work out what the hell's going on. My brother came over here and he's got a Ford Falcon XB wagon S-Pack, and he sent me a photo, or showed me a photo. I asked him to take a photo of it before he came over here, and he showed me. And you can clearly see, like, I've got the bolts here, like all the bolts are sitting here on the bench. Everything I needed, or not all of it, but all the screws in that I had here ready to go. So it's like, it's pretty blatant obvious what I need to do. So I'll just show you now. I can find this torch. So I've fixed it up now, but you see up here, get down there and show you. You see that there, right? See what I was talking about? You can see, if you go further up the column, you see where that bracket was before. I've actually undone it and I've slipped it down a column to where it's happy. Done that. God, if I can get the torch out, you see the wedge. The wedge is up in there now, according to manual. I haven't got those special washers I was showing you before. I haven't got them in there. But I think this column, it's designed so you can adjust it. Because most cars now, you can adjust the column. So this column is designed so you can adjust it. I mean, I've just read in the workshop manual, and that's what they state. If you need to adjust it, that's what you can do. So yeah, so I'll just show you the manual here. So I've got this one here is really good, the SP manual. Then I've got this other one here. This is your Gregory's I'm like the collector of manuals. But yeah, so you look here, right? So I've got already, you can see I've got that already, but I'm missing the insulator and I'm missing this bracket here. So I'm pretty sure I've seen them on the internet. I'll look them up, but yeah, so I've also got on the Ford forums, gone into their technical part, looked at manuals, and I've got this one up, so you can see it there. I've got a PowerPoint here now. I used to complain about having to use the laptop, but there's no excuse now. Like, I'll leave the laptop out here. It's just really good. This is the only way I've got the only way of accessing the genuine Ford workshop manual. So I'll have a look on Google and see what I can find in regards to that insulator and that bracket I need. Search on Google, got on the Gumtree. Gumtree's red hot for Falcon bits, but I think it's a bit of a buyer's market at the moment as the way the economy's going. So you see this here, this bracket here. See, one thing I forgot to point out before, these little things here, they're aluminium, and mine were a lot further. They weren't mine was sticking out of housing a bit more than this. That was my next move. I was going to knock them inside a bit further, but they had some sort of plastic, some sort of glue or something to hold them in place. So I didn't touch it, leave it. I'd no need for me to muck around with that. So yeah, just thought I'd point that out. And here's the second-hand version, $100. So yeah, look, they look pretty sad, but it's all there. All those, I've got all those screws, everything. Got that. I just haven't got that section there. And then yeah, look over here, another one, $15. And there, Grand Tourer, always got goodies. So that insulator, pretty sure I used to have a sheet of rubber around here. I reckon I could make that, but for $10 I'll just buy it. What I also need to do before I go ahead with this, I have to get these insulator and bush. I've seen them on Google in the past when I was looking up all this other stuff, but yeah, they go in here. I could see the remnants of what was left of the foam one that was in here, so I'll get that while I'm at it. And yeah, we're picking up, talking to my brother this afternoon, and next week we're going to go to Queensland. He's got a Ranger Raptor, beautiful car, so we're going to use that. Nice run to Queensland. Be a day trip, so I can drive up, or we take turns of driving. But we're going to go up there, car trailer, pick up this. I said it was an XA, but it's actually an XC. So it's got no motor in it, no front guards. I think the guy's going to take the doors, but it's basically, a lot of it's taken out, the engine, transmission. It's got a diff in it still, but he's picking up on the cheap. We're going to bring it home. He mentioned the idea, like, where we're going to leave it, and I originally said, yeah, I can leave it here, but I don't want to go pushing me like my neighbours. I could hide it down the side of the house, but it'll make trenches in the lawn when I put a car trailer across it. I'll wheel it down. So we're going to leave it at Mum and Dad's house, which is like 3 kilometres away. So he said to me that I can have a look at that, have a look at the steering column, and I could probably get the plate out of it for one. I just want to scope it out. I can't imagine it's going to be much different to this. I just cannot understand why this column has come out of this car, put it back in, and it's different. It's like the gap's different out the bottom. It's like, was it even in there proper to start with? I mean, who knows? It's a long time ago. I know the car was rough when I first bought it. There's a lot of rust in that area. Well, that whole floor pan, both A-pillars, inner and outer, is totally rusted, like really bad. It's 4 years ago, so I don't remember. But either way, it's sorted now. I have to worry about it. Yeah, so a couple other topics. I haven't got much time today to do anything else, but I'll show you what else I've been looking into on my days off. It's this gearing analyzer with shift tracer. So this is when you go to a Povo, well, a 3-speed auto, you're very limited to what you can do. And 2 speeds even worse in a sense, but it's also better in a way for drag racing. But so what I've got here, this, you punch in all your stuff, all your data from your car. So I've punched in a Ford C4. You see there, Ford C4. Then you punch in your tyre diameter. That's the diff ratio factory that this car come out with their 215 65 14s. That's what I've got on the front of this car. I'm guessing that's factory size or close to it. And then you, yeah, so it's got all this information through the gears, RPMs and stuff. You got this here, so actually that's a 2.9. I've got a 2.9. What the hell? I thought I changed that. I changed the diameter. How about we changed? I'll change the tire size. So I'll go to we'll go to the factory. 15, 65, 14. Try that out. Calculate. So now we go up here. We'll have a look here first. So we've got RPM. Oh, it doesn't say. Won't see 103 kilometers per hour, 2,500 RPM. There's a better way of looking up here. So you've got this speedo here, so I'll zoom down on that. I'll just keep the whole lot open. So I tilt the phone and it's got that set. So that's, oh, I saw you how to keep it still. 100 kilometers an hour, 2,430 or something. You see, you can get an idea the ratios you're going to have, and you choose what gear you want to put in, kilometers or miles per hour. Really good. So if you guys want to use it, there it is. Gearing analyzer on Google, free. Got this down so I don't forget it. So with a factory diff, this car came out with 292 to 1. Run the factory tyre that's on the front. Unknown what exactly the tyres are. I'd have to look it up more, but 2,420 RPM, third gear, doing 100 kilometers an hour. Then you got up here the diff ratio that I'll be going to at this point in time. EL Falcon wagon diff 323 to 1. Those tyres, they're going to be going on 12 sliders of bought. The diameter's not there, but yeah, there's your RPM, which is slightly more than factory compared to here. And then if I was to run those tyres on the 292, that's what me on the factory gears, that's what it'd be. So yeah, me lower again. But yeah, I think the part that frustrates me, I don't like to change. I don't like to I like to leave the car as it is. I don't want my speedo getting messed up, but either way, once I put those 12 sliders on with the fat tyres, it's going to knock the speedo out. So I could either swap around. You got all these different, I've got another one of these gears laying around. I tried muck around these with the Escort, try to get the speedo right, but it's just not possible. The tiny the wheels in that car, it's really knocked the speedo out. But I can muck around them. Could also get the speedo cable. There's a place in Sydney or Melbourne or something, somewhere in Australia, where you give them your data, what you've got, and then you give them the speedo cable to them, and they splice something into the speedo cable that it makes the brings the speedo back to how it should be. That's how I want to do, because I really love the speedo on this car. The more I look at it, the more I want to use it, because in the Escort I'm having to use my phone. Shits me, I hate it. So yeah, I prefer to be looking at that speedo. So much better. A little bit brighter would help too, but yeah. Yeah, so that's what I've been looking into. Might just wrap it up for this video. I was going to do another YouTube upload, but I thought I'd cover this because it's a topic that I haven't finalised with you guys, what I was going to do, and now it's resolved. I can move on to something else. But thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.